Hey Pisces, welcome to Germinate Tarot. This is going to be for the last half of May 2018. Let's see what's shaking out. Just want to say, German, I did do the first half of May, but we had issues with the videos and the loading of them and etc. So if we get them up, we're going to put them up for reference because they were intense. They were pretty amazing. So we're just going to do last half of May now. Just make sure it's all dunsy. And just going to see what goes on for Pisces for May 15th to the 30th. Let's see. All right, come here. All right, 1, 2, just wants one clean. There it is. All right, so 1, 2. Okay, Pisces. So the central issue is the garden, and that is about social situations, but it's also things coming out. It can be secrets, but it's not really like the book where it's like, ooh, secrets. It's more it's more like things just coming to light, like you're getting all the pieces of the puzzle that you are able to put it together. Over here is the sun and the lightning. This is one part of the equation, or this could be Pisces. It depends which side you feel like you're drawn to, but this is somebody getting knowledge, and it's going to be dropped on you pretty quick. It's like, bingo, bango, bongo, you've got it. Over here now is the shepherd with the scythe. The shepherd is, he watches his flock. He's protective of it. He takes care of it. But with the scythe, it's almost like someone's done with something, like they're done watching, they're done shielding or putting up a protectiveness to. We're going to need to clarify more on that, but it's almost like someone's done with covering someone's ass, is what I feel drawn to say. Oh, I didn't realize the book was down here. Okay, so underlying is secrets. So there's something going on that Pisces does not have the full story on. Funny that we're doing Pisces and the fishy came out. So this is work. It could just be literally work, like literally your job, or this is like there's a lot of emotion. There's big old emotion just swimming around. Now we're going to get to the clarify party. The book, I'm just going to move over here so we can get more room. Okay. That was pretty much like, boom. Okay. So then you have the lion with the coffin and the mice. I'm not feeling so good about this. So the lion is, I think, the reaction to this knowledge. And this is like, you're shocked, but you're going to defend yourself and you're not rolling over. The coffin is the hard stop. This is like something has to be over in order to change, but the mice on top of it almost feels like it's, you haven't ended it. Like there's still stuff hanging on to this. Like there's still, I want to say obligations or something. It's not, doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel stable yet. Stable is what I'm going for. So let's find out what this shock is about. Okay, let's talk about the sun and the lightning, please. Tower, that's commitments, marriage, etc. So the cats, somebody is false. The stork, that's the this is what I consider the nice change. Like you're leaving because you want better weather. You'll come back when the season changes. You know, it's time for you to just kind of weather in a better place. Oh, hey, because the mirror is you get a lot of clarity. But okay, this has been happening a lot. It feels like, you know, you have like asterisk, see below. Well, this is the see below. You have the rose, love, and the birds. So, you know, there is going to be opening up. There is love. There is, you know, communication. And it's almost like butterflies in the tummy feeling, you know, because birds don't, you know, they just flit from limb to limb and fly around all nice and stuff. But I think there's some major kind of realization that has to come about. And I can't tell if this is Pisces that needs to pull it out or if it's someone else. And, you know, Pisces is like, you need to get it together. But there is good stuff here. It's just right now, it's kind of like, nah. It is. That's the sound effect that I want to use. So on the scythe and the shepherd, there's the letter. So there's communication. Well, about what? Let's find out. Children, new beginnings, innocence. It could be actual kids. And then there's the dog. So it's faith, faithfulness, fidelity, etc. But on top of that, there's the moon, the bouquet, and the snake. So the moon is intuition and knowing stuff. The bouquet is an offer or a physical visit. And the snake can be sexy stuff, or it can be major defensiveness and sneakiness going on. So someone kind of figures something out. And maybe the tarot will delve a little more further into it, but I want to find out what this fish is going on here. Okay, well, I'm taking it. That kind of, oh, and the eye is on the bottom. Again, that's like the third time. I try Gypsy Witch, I don't really point that out, but it just keeps looking at me, literally. So we have the house, the clover, the bride, the guy, and the tree. So this is, you know, your home, your stability, your comfort. The clover is the luck. This is things lining up fortuitously for Pisces. It's not just, you know, maybe a little less effort's required for things to go your way. That can't hurt, right? But then you have the bride, which is getting what you want. It could speak to an actual marriage or some kind of commitment where there's a guy. So maybe this is Pisces, or Pisces is dealing with a dude who's like, dealing with a guy, and they're kind of like trying to get what they want. But then you have the tree, which is stability. It's long term. It's stuff that's, you know, long time coming. This is the long haul. And, you know, I'm not getting, like, this stuff down here seems kind of heavy, but up here, it's almost like this is just going to stay on the surface. All this other junk's working below, but maybe Pisces is just going to act like everything's cool, you know, but they're intuitive and they're feeling all this stuff. Now I'm going to go back to the mice because I'm not satisfied. Now, sometimes when you hit the mice with the Gypsy Witch, they're like, we're done. So if like the mountain or something comes out, then we are done. But okay, so here's the deal. There's a female, and this could be Pisces, or Pisces is dealing with a female, where there's the love and the anchor. So, you know, whose emotions are grounded? You know, where, you know, is Pisces worried about holding back their emotions, like with the anchor and the heart. You know, is it a woman that's holding back their emotions, or is Pisces a man and they are worried that they know that emotions are being held back? I mean, it's kind of like people are kind of keeping status quo, it feels like. But there's a lot of crap going on underneath that needs to be addressed. But it's all there and beautiful and happy and faithfulness and blah, blah. But there's like a disquiet that's running underneath. Can I just give me overall, just the whole kit and caboodle. Can we talk about this? Whatever's left in the deck here. The Rider. So it's going to flip. I think it'll flip quick. Now, what is the messages that's going to come in with the Rider? Lilies. It's basically like fate. You know, it's divine timing. You just need to keep your mouth shut until, you know, this stuff falls into place. That pieces of the puzzle business. And the pig. There could be ego involved in it. Like someone's like too proud. Yeah, okay. Foxfire, bear. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's almost like, you know, the fox is cunning and the bear's protective, and in between is this passion. And it's like they can't meet in the middle. Because maybe each person kind of thinks not the negative ego, but they're too inside themselves to be able to reach out. So it's not for lack of trying or lack of want, because the fire's there, the passion's there, but there's a defensiveness coming from each side. And, you know, maybe this shepherd is done doing that. Maybe they're ready to come in and say like, no, it's time, sheep, get in the barn. I got to go talk to so-and-so. So we have 4 wands. This is stability. That's good. You got the 4 corners that you made with your wands. It's, you know, the action of creating a home. But the 3 of swords, guys. Pisces. So that is just like emotional suck. That's just feeling very torn, very worn down. We'll get to the clarifying it more. So the 7 of wands. That's that defensiveness again. Holy cow. That really wanted a 10 of wands. Pisces, come on. That's a lot of fire. There's like no, okay. With the devil. With what else? Page of wands and death. Remember that coffin thing? Yeah, so what's this 3 of swords about? Hanged man, 9 of swords. Whew, I had to take a deep breath. All right, so 7 of wands. Give me something good to go on here, people. Pisces. Strength and the lovers. Okay. That's good. And then you have the Hierophant on the bottom, which is doing things the right way, doing things traditional, or it could speak to an actual marriage. 4 wands is the stability. You know, it's stuff you've built up. It's, you know, all together. And look at these people out in the field. They're all working together to bring in the harvest. That's, you know, cooperation. Then you have the 3 of swords. And look at this guy. He is just like one beaten down dude. But it says difficulties exist to be surmounted. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Listen to Ralphie, guys. And this is The Agony in the Garden by Paul Gauguin. That's incredibly uplifting. And it's funny that you have people out there working in the field, and then this guy's like, ugh. I'm so done with this. But the Hanged Man, it's seeing things from a new perspective, but I don't think you get the perspective. It's literally just like you feel tied up and hampered. Like you can't get out of this 9 of swords energy, which is a lot of thinking And you want to, because the Seven of Wands is being able to defend yourself and going for something, because you have the Strength and you have the Lovers, which can be a decision card, but it could be about, needing to take time with your relationship because you are one burdened puppy. There's just a lot you're carrying. The Devil, it's almost like you're wondering, like there's the doubt associated with the Devil where it's like, is this worth it? Is what I'm doing going to pay off? Like, what is the other side of this? Well, the Page of Wands is, it's immature. It's not fully developed yet, but I think that there's an action or some kind of creative thing that's coming that will bring an end, the death to this cycle of just like trudging, like treadmill, like that Three of Swords dude. The Death, Three of Cups. So yeah, you get some celebration, like you get some levity after you're able to close a chapter on something. So that was pretty definitive here. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles. It is, you get that being able to move forward, because remember where the clover was around here somewhere, and the garden and everything. I mean, there's such, the clover was up here. It's like after you put in all the work in your home and everything, you get the clover, which is like that Wheel of Fortune thing I was talking about. And remember how, I said that the lilies was like the destiny stuff. It's the way it has to happen. And the Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Pentacles is you get to move forward, and you get to do it steadily and from a good place. So I like that. And then Justice is on the bottom. So all this is not for naught. It's just, I feel like there's this like drudgery and just like trudging along. So we're going to do Romance Angels. It all feels very external. It's like circumstances are getting you down, not you yourself. So it's like you're getting caught up in other stuff. So you have make the effort, stay optimistic about your love life, and codependency. I think that's like super heavy, but okay, I want one more on the codependency thing. Like, I'm not getting that level of like suck for sorry, Romance Angels. That's rather strong for me right now. But make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I don't think it's addictions. I think, like I said, it's everything else around you adding up to that mice and that coffin, and something has to give. You just don't know what. And that lightning with the sun, it's like you just keep getting hit with stuff, it feels like. So I pulled 2 on this codependency thing because it says give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And then children. Your love life is being affected by children. So, I mean, there's just a lot, like I said, a lot of other stuff around that's not, sorry guys, I felt like going back to the tarot. I don't know why, but listen, whatever wants to come out for Pisces, please come out for Pisces. King of Pentacles. No, like, you won't just get the Queen of Pentacles. You will be the King of Pentacles. There's not even like any cups here. The Emperor and 7 of Swords. So maybe there is some kind of like deception going on. Knight of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. If it's not some kind of deception, the Seven of Swords for me in this deck is a very independent, internal, introspective kind of card. It's, the Seven of Swords is usually seen as someone sneaking off in the night. Well, maybe you just need a damn minute. Because the Knight of Wands is being able to, rush ahead and stuff and take the action and all that jazz. But the Nine of Pentacles is like a need to kind of break free and be independent. Because then you have Knight of Cups. So it's like you get to take the action. You get to say, it's like you want to hit a giant reset button is what I get. Like there needs to be a reset button. So we're going to do the crystal deck and see what they have to say, for this situation. It seems kind of convoluted, but I think there's so much around Pisces that it's almost like you can't make heads or tails of it. Is that 4 or is that... Okay, well, this is interesting. So iolite, iron pyrite, obsidian, and carnelian. So we have grounding, focus, intuition. Then we have reflective, creative, innovative, successful. Obsidian is truth, reveal, grounding, and process. And carnelian is creativity, vitality, regeneration, and sexuality. So iolite, is that right? Yes. Is need to work with the body before proceeding to more spiritual development. Ensure you are grounded and centered before undertaking any vision quests. So iron pyrite is it's time to open the mind and body and realize your inner creativity. It asks you to stop procrastinating and bring forward your dreams to the light, which I think you've been so inundated that it's like you don't even have time to do that. Obsidian is the truth of a situation will soon be revealed. Look within yourself. Do you already know the answer? Carnelian indicates it is time to draw on your inner creative power and regenerate your life. In what areas of your life do you feel stifled? Use this energy to move forward. So I think Pisces just, even the reading feels stagnant. Like the cards were like, bleh. It's like you're tired. Just tired, Pisces. So citrine, okay, energizing, individuation, prosperity, abundance. So indicates a need to look at your motives and honor yourself. If we are selfless, we draw down the abundance of the universe. So it's almost like saying keep your nose to the grindstone, but it's time to kind of like honor yourself. You can only give so much. And, maybe the shepherd, you need to protect yourself a little bit. But I think stuff will just keep popping out. Maybe it's a need to let go of things. And, with the coffin and the mice and everything. And if something's doesn't feel right, then maybe it's not. Until then, be well.